In this video, I wanted to share a new behavior management system that I am using that I have titled Art Accolades. So we are going to make an account at canva.com. It is free. Once you have done so, this is what the back office area will look like. And then you're going to create a custom design. And I just make the design 8.5 by 11 inches, so it's easy to print. You want to make sure that it is in inches. And then what we're going to do is create a title. So you click the T for text, add a heading, and Canva is very, very easy to use. So you're just going to drag and drop and then title your little positive behavior reward however you would like. So I call these Art Accolades. And we can stretch it, or you can change the size by using this at the top here. It's very, very user friendly. And I have been well received with my students using these. So much so that my students give art accolades to me. They are making their own little art accolades and giving them back to me. And that's how I kind of had this light bulb moment that I knew that this was really working out. On your phone, you want to download and create your own Bitmoji character. It is easiest to download it and make it on your cell phone, and then you're going to add it as an extension to your browser. So the extensions are this little puzzle piece icon here, and you just search extensions and you search for Bitmoji and then you pin it to the top here. So extensions, you can see here I have Bitmoji, and then this is in the Chrome browser that I have pinned it with this little pin symbol here. So that way when I come up to the top and I click my Bitmoji character, all these little free options come up. So this one's just at the top here. But I'll search just so you can see what it looks like to create your own art accolades. Or if you're a music teacher, a gym teacher, whatever you want to call them, you can call it whatever you like to use this new behavior modification system that I'm trying out. So let's see, we can just search art. And this little symbol comes up and you drag and drop into your Canva and then stretch to fit. And I usually put it in the center like that, and then I grab more text. And then we're going to put here, in art class, I was spotted. And then whatever behaviors you are desiring, you're going to type that here. So an example could be in art class, I was spotted sitting at my table. You want to go for everything that you're desiring, not things that you are not desiring. And we want to phrase them in a very positive light. So then I increase the font to fit the space. You can do this however you want. And drop it down to the bottom, center the picture, bring this down a little bit, and then you click this symbol, which looks like a plus sign with 2 pieces of paper, and duplicate the page. And then I just click the trash can, which is to delete the picture, and I would then pick another thing that I want to see in the art room. It could be, let's see, hand, like this one, drag and drop here, stretch to fit, change the words at the bottom to I raised my hand in art class. So when students bring these home, the parent, the family knows what is being celebrated in art class and knows what the child has earned. So this has been very helpful, and it's very specific, and it keeps my brain targeting, looking for all of the good things that are happening in art class. And I'm going to show you how to print them small. And I give them out, and I call them like Little Smith Pokemon cards. So in the classroom, the kids they refer to me as Miss Smith. So these are mini Smith tickets or Little Smith Pokemon cards. And they like the idea that they're little Pokemon cards and that they want to collect them all. So after you have made all your tickets, whatever you want to call them, I'm going to show you Canva automatically saves all your projects. So these are all my art accolades that I currently have. So let me see if I can increase there we go. So art accolades. So this one's called demonstrating whole body listening. This is a concept that we teach. So it's eyes watching, ears listening, toes, nose, and eyes pointing at the teacher sitting in my seat. So this is two separate icons. So this is my Bitmoji character. I dragged and dropped her onto a chair. I got the chair over here in Elements. I searched for chair, and then I just took the chair and I dragged and dropped it over here and then put my seated Bitmoji character from the Bitmoji Chrome extension here. And that's how I did whole body listening. Another one the kids love is laser focused eyes. These are very easy to make, and once you make them once, you never have to do it again. So it's going to save you time. I had a safe body in art class and was a role model for others. You don't have to use these ideas, but this is an easy way that you can make a bunch of them quickly. I cleaned up my space, demonstrated ready to learn, level 0. Silence is golden. This goes along with a voice level chart that we use at school. Level 1 voice is called spy talk. Level 3 is called low flow. Level 2. You inspire me role model. I raised my hand. I was spotted helping a friend. You can also ask your students what they would like to see, and they actually come up with really great ideas, better than my own ideas of what they want to earn and what they want to see. We use 3 school rules where I work: be kind, be safe, be responsible. So all of these little art accolade tickets can fit under those 3 overarching umbrellas. So I'm going to show you how to download them and print them. So once you've created all the ones that you've wanted to create, here's some more. And you can pause the video to look at these. I know I'm scrolling through quickly. But then you're going to go to share. We are going to click download. We're going to download them. How did I do it before? We're going to download these as, let me just check how I downloaded these before I tell you the wrong thing. So in my pictures, that's where they have to go. There's a zipped folder, and they're PNGs. Okay, perfect. All right. So I'm going to clean these out. Or you know what, I'll just make a new folder to show you. New folder in your pictures on your desktop. We're just going to call it Art Accolades. Number 1, just so you can see what that looks like. So PNG, download. They're in my downloads folder on the computer. So I'm going to cut them. I'm going to paste them in pictures in this new empty folder, paste. And you're going to notice it's a zipped drive. We're going to open it. Oh, we're going to click save. We're going to open it. Or actually, I think once it's in pictures, it's okay here. And then when you go to print them, okay, we have to take them out of here. So we're going to shift. I'm using the arrow, right click to cut. go back to Art Accolades folder, paste them. And now we're ready to print them in an easy way. So you're going to click one, shift, use the arrow to highlight them all of the zipped folder. You're going to right click, print. And then what I do is I click 3.5 by 5 inches, and then however many you want in multiples of 4 to send to the printer. And then I click print, and this would send to the printer. And then I cut them into 4s, giving us this size Art Accolade tickets. And it's been very successful with my students. It's been successful for me. It gets me focused on the positive. There is a certain amount of education around, like I have to teach them and what they are to get a little bit of a buy-in from the students, but the buy-in was relatively easy. The kids are excited to receive them. So for example, when there's a table of kids, when they come into the art room and they're fooling around, I would ignore those kids and I would look for kids that are doing what's expected. And then I would give those kids tickets. And I'm saying why I'm giving the ticket and what the ticket is for, so that they're learning. And it's very specific. So I'm teaching the expectations of the space under those big umbrella themes of safe, kind, and responsible. And from here, you can do whatever you would like to do with the tickets. It could be they have to collect so many and they could get a prize. But I found that then kids were taking them from other kids instead of just taking them home. So I took that off the table for me, but for you, there's so many ways and things you could do with it from this point. It could just be a tally. I'm still going to do whole class incentives, whole class awards, but these I've seen such a change in students since using these that I'm going to be stopping other things that I used to do that weren't as successful, because this was extremely successful with my students. So this is sort of the evolution of teaching. Like last year, what I was doing, I thought was the best thing I could figure out. And then this kind of evolved, and it's very easy to do. It's quick. It's in the moment. I can just pick up the Art Accolade. I have them all on a bulletin board. Also, they're hanging from these clips on push pins, so they're really easy to see. I just unclip one and can just pass it to that student immediately in the moment to acknowledge them for doing the expectations of this space. And I can see which ones I'm not acknowledging, because I can see which ones have quickly flown off the bulletin board and I have to print more of them. I don't have any more of those left. And I could see other ones that I could do a better job at looking for those things and acknowledging it and rewarding it. So it's always keeping my brain scanning and looking for what is going well instead of what isn't going well, always framing it to the positive. When we say do not run, all they hear is run. The brain doesn't always hear negative words. So when we say things like, please walk in the classroom, so we always want to phrase it in the positive when we are creating our accolade tickets or whatever special whatever special subject you teach. I do have one for recess because I have recess duty. I have some for bus duty because I have bus duty. And it just keeps growing, expanding as I see things that I want to focus myself more on. So that is what I've come up with, and I hope that it somehow, some way inspires you to create your own mini teacher tickets and that it will help your classroom environment.